Next, Miriam Akamu and the award-winning Sunday team are here. Then a sudden death cook-off could end it all for the top 24 and all-new MasterChef. And later, the stress of it all gets to be too much for Julie and packed to the rafters. Enjoy your summer evening here on One.
Hi again everybody, how are you? Bike riders and harbour swimmers are having a fantastic summer, but the orchards and the farms have got their tongues hanging out, so to speak, and there's no rain anywhere in sight. Drought-like conditions through parts of Northland, Auckland, Southern Hawke's Bay, Waikato into North Canterbury, but by contrast, West Coast, Southland, Buller, quite lush and green after a trickle of rain right through the summer weeks and months. Today's fronts had the stuffing knocked out of it. We see it disintegrating, moving up the east coast here. But look at all the stratiformed cloud here trapped beneath the anticyclone. There is a trough off the Queensland coast producing a bit of rain up there, but that's keeping well out of our way, and things stay pretty much unchanged. The anticyclone pushes on even further tomorrow, with the remains of the front just catching the northeastern corner and drifting off the eastern parts of Northland. But there is about 1,027, 1,028. That is a big, strong, determined anticyclone. So water bottles and sunglasses in the south tomorrow, 32 plus through parts of central Otago. Bit of early cloud on the east coast will burn off. Bit of cloud for Nelson too. Westerly for Favo Strait. Elsewhere light winds, lots of sunshine, and some late cloud returns to the fjords. Same high, similar sky across the North Island, just northern Gisborne up Ruatoria way gets a few little light showers. Maybe parts of it, Northland as well, eastern Coromandel later. Bay of Plenty may get a couple of convection showers pushing in there. Elsewhere lots of sunshine, easterly breeze up the top, light winds for everybody else. Incidentally some cloud in the morning for Wellington. Get your togs out in the south, because here are these temperatures. Alexandra 33 degrees, Invercargill in the sunshine with 20, just a bit of broken cloud over Oamaru. On the western side, the cloud is all pretty lame stuff. Into the afternoon it burns off for both Westport and Nelson. Just the sea breezes, looks very, very nice. And the eastern skies get a mantle of morning cloud, but that will burn off. Some of it comes back into the afternoon. Maybe a few spits first thing in Kaikoura, sea breeze with 24 in Blenheim. Lovely weather again over the bottom of the North Island if it's the fine weather you want. We've got a dying southerly, bit of afternoon cloud for Parapara Umu. Good. Bit of fluffy cloud on the east as well, up Ruatoria way, Tokomara Bay, maybe a few splashes, but they'll disappear. The sun's out south of Napier with the southerly dying for Masterton. Take the kids to the pool. Temperatures 25, 26 through here. A bit of afternoon cloud around the hills around Whakatane, and Rotorua may squeeze out an evening shower. And across the top, there it is, a few spits in the morning for Whitianga, but the sun's out in the afternoon. And the risk of a shower, a light shower, Whangarei through to the Bay of Islands. Little effect on the ground and the grass. Okay, Dunedin, come in. No worries for you. You can bracket the day with a bit of cloud. Lots of sun in between. The nor'easter out on the coast, and wear your shorts to the Octagon. Bit of cloud for the morning commute in Christchurch, but then it's nice. You got a light breeze. Grab your sunnies. You're up to 24 degrees. Wellington, all good. The southerly dies away. A few clouds across the city, but more blue than white through the afternoon. Let's go to Hamilton, and it's fine again and hot with a high of around 27 degrees with a low risk of a late afternoon, early evening shower. Tauranga may cop a couple of early showers, but then it's fine with light winds, warm enough for a swim once again, and again an isolated shower possible tomorrow evening. And Auckland dozes under a summery 26-degree day. It's mostly fine, just a few clouds around. The easterly dies out, in comes the sea breeze. Again, a risk of a late shower. Take the brolly to Sydney and Brisbane tomorrow. A few rain clouds around, but nothing too much. Hot and sunny Melbourne, Adelaide and Perth. And the Pacific watered by a trough popping up between Niue and Vanuatu and south to New Caledonia. Tuesday, the thirsty weather continues. Just a few clouds around with a bit of drizzle over the fjords, but sunny and hot once again. It's Wednesday, much the same. We've got a few sunflowers stamped on the map. Bit of cloud over the fjords. Elsewhere, good. A few blobs of cloud. And Thursday, fine again. But some drizzle developing with a wee southerly change on the east coast of the South Island. And as we get to Friday, it pushes up into eastern parts of the north, but not much anticipated in the way of rain. As I said, it's just drizzle. No doubt about it, this is a high summer. It's frequently our hottest month, and tomorrow the heat stays on. Look at these temperatures. Tikawiti up to 29 and Clyde 33 degrees. So it's hot for everybody. Don't lose your rag in that morning commute. Take it easy. See you tomorrow. Good night.
All right, thank you, Jim. Now, tonight's good sort hasn't let being legally blind stop her from pursuing her love of art.
After completing a visual arts degree, Pauline Harper is teaching others. Hayden Jones visited her rather special art class in New Plymouth.
Pauline Harper loves her husband Daryl. The hand-holding is part romance and part reconnaissance. Pauline is legally blind.
Morning guys, today we are going to do a dolphin theme.
For a woman that can't see,
In the daytime I have around about 3% compared to what the average person has.
she runs an art class for those in much the same boat.
Well, no, dab it again.
Oh, she's a good teacher.
Jadene's got very low vision, so I suppose I push her because my attitude, if I can do it, so can she.
I love it.
And next door is Taryn, who couldn't paint at all till she met Pauline.
She's visually impaired. She'll, take the time to actually show you thoroughly how to do things.
Oh, I'm so proud of her. I call her my star pupil.
Pauline can't see the world like we can, but she can imagine it.
If I want to paint something in particular, I can dream about it and go there in my dreams and I paint it from what I see in my dreams.
And what she dreams, she paints in 3D so the completely blind can feel what she imagines.
They're completely raised out so they can feel what a painting's like.
And Pauline's album is something very special.
I never intended to get a degree. I just wanted to learn.
Art educators say Pauline is the only person in the world to get a visual arts degree while being legally blind.
It's pretty special and I should be really proud. I just feel awkward about it.
She says by getting a degree she can help others. And Martin would agree, he's had depression and Asperger's.
But she is very, very capable, does very fine work.
But best of all, painting has helped Pauline help herself.
I ended up doing a painting for every year of my life. Best counselling I've ever had. And I want to be able to give that back to other people who never had the chances like I've had, so I'm making sure they get them.
They say getting a degree isn't everything. For Pauline Harper, it's unlocked a whole new world.
It's a part of me I could never get out.
Luckily, she wants to share it with the rest of New Plymouth. Hayden Jones, One News.
And that is One News this evening. Sunday's here with the videotaped interview that police wanted as evidence.
From us and all the One News team, good night.
Good night.
Tonight, the police seized our tape for evidence, but finally, we can bring you the interview with the killer.
I love you, Sarah, always will.
He professed his love.
We had good times, we had a few rough times.
Now he's confessed to killing his love. The family gets justice. However,
He could rot in that cell for all I care. We just want him to tell us where she is.
sights and sounds of war time. Swapping violence for violins.
Very good.
Be famous.
Want to be famous too?
Offering ambition and hope.
Yes!
Kia ora, Amiria Makamo. It took 10 years, but this week Mark Pakenham finally admitted what we had all along suspected. He killed mother of three Sarah Neath. A decade ago, this convicted woman basher sat down and chatted to Sunday. He denied outright having any part in Sarah's disappearance. Subsequently, that interview, our Sunday tape, was seized by police as evidence. Tonight it features in this special report from Pete Cronshaw. Now, heads up, some of the language is colourful.
I'm sorry I was not there to protect you when you needed me, Sarah. I let you leave and now you're gone.
Mark Pakenham was a man with a sinister secret.
I love you, Sarah, always will.
This letter, written by him, read by him and broadcast on Sunday in 2003, was supposedly a public demonstration of his love for Sarah Neath.
I know that the Lord will protect you, love and watch over you.
But we now know it was Pakenham who killed her.
Mark.
Did you have anything to do with her disappearance?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
That was a lie.
No.
I couldn't care less what happened to him. He could rot in that cell for all I care. We just want him to tell us where she is.
Simone was just 8 years old when Sarah disappeared.
Are there times where you've really wanted her? When?
When I was having my baby.
Big sister Danielle was just 2 days shy of her 10th birthday.
I don't know. I just really want to know what happened and why he did what he did.
We waited for our mum to walk in the door for probably 3 of those years. I always dreamed she would be home when I came home.
Do you still dream that dream?
Sarah Neath was last seen on the 30th of March, 2003. She took a bottle of bourbon to Mark Pakenham's house and was never seen again.
He's a coward. He's just gone and put her somewhere, hadn't he? Just dumped her like she was nothing.
And then he just hid everything for like 10 years. He's not innocent at all, and he never was.
Mark Pakenham was always a person of interest to police. Just 2 months after Sarah disappeared, he agreed to be interviewed by Sunday.
I'm not guilty of anything. I'm doing this for Sarah. This is the reason I'm talking. I mean, whatever I can do to help.
That was the first of many lies in a brazen attempt to paint himself as a sympathetic character.
I still believe I'm probably somewhere close to being a suspect until Sarah's found and I'm totally eliminated.
Whereas this interview gives you a rare insight into the mind of a killer and the ease of which he can lie.
You think she was abducted, attacked, and probably murdered?
I don't even like using those words, but the way it looks to me is that she hasn't been found in the immediate area. Her car's not been found. It doesn't leave a very pleasant scenario. But I guess you've got to be realistic. It's been over 9 weeks, I think. So something, what is it? What's the word? Something...
Sinister?
Yeah, something sinister's happened, I'd say.
But Sarah's mother never bought into Pakenham's claims of innocence.
Never heard a word from him, so I mean, he obviously wasn't worried, or, you know, like he said he was, because he never even asked us, had we heard anything, or did we know what had happened to her? Nothing, so obviously he already knew, so...
According to Pakenham, Sarah left of her own free will after a heavy night of drinking.
Like I offered to like stay here, and she decided that she wanted to go home, and I wasn't going to stop her. You know, I couldn't really physically restrain her. Hindsight, I wish I had have got the keys out of the car, but this is all, you know, I can't look back on it now. Well, I mean, I can look back on it, but I can't do anything about it.
We now know Pakenham administered a lethal dose of methamphetamine and killed Sarah Neath, but that wasn't the picture he was painting back then.
Yeah, I'm guilty for like, making her stay here. Yep. Well, not guilty, I feel responsible that I could have done more.
If he's killed her, then I think it's more violent than he's saying. It's not just an accident or a mistake, because that's not his nature, you know. And she was worried at the time that she'd finished the relationship with him because he'd gone on to drugs, and she said he was paranoid and she was frightened of him.
During our interview, Pakenham did offer up some clues as he tried to put the police off his scent.
The coppers used to get slutted off me because I wouldn't drop any names.
Pakenham didn't realise that the microphone was still live, still recording.
And then it was good. Somebody started dropping some names and the pressure came off me a bit. And I know who did it. I asked somebody to go and do it for me, just to get it rolling. And I'm glad that she did. I just said, go and drop a couple of names when you did the coppers to get them moving somewhere else, you know.
Even more chilling was an insight into his attitude to women. When we confronted Pakenham about his criminal past, we asked him whether he'd ever hit a woman. His response was full of contempt and included a highly offensive word beginning with C. He told us when women behave like C's, they should be treated like C's.
It's just unnecessary. There was no need for her to die. You know, she was only 31.
On Friday, the man who steadfastly protested his innocence and professed his love finally admitted his guilt.
Mark Edward Pakenham, you are charged that on or about the 30th day of March 2003, at Waihiri, you caused the death of Sarah Louise Neath by an unlawful act, namely by administering to her the Class B controlled drug methamphetamine and thereby committed manslaughter. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Like, he's just all for himself and it makes me sick. He doesn't care about any of us. It's taken him 10 years to say that he's guilty for manslaughter, but yeah, it's not enough.
What Sarah Neath's kids want more than anything is to put their mum to rest. Mark Pakenham knows where she is, but so far he's refused to reveal the secret.
10 years of lies, isn't it?
Yep. 10 years of him trying to escape it. But we will never escape it, so he might have put it to the back of his head, but we never will.
And Pakenham will be sentenced in June. Incredibly sad story. We're going to lighten things up a bit now. Up next, the magic of music.
How often do you practice?
I never practice.
You're very naughty. Aren't you supposed to do 15 minutes a day?
With